She has no connection
Oh,
or connection problems.
and we're live.
And we're live. Welcome to paraglidingtalk.com. I'm your host, Robert Michiels. Glad that you're here. We have a very special guest tonight. Kinga Masztalerz is with us. We're going to have a great time with her. She is an X-Alps athlete, and she's also, if you follow her on Instagram, there's a link in the description. She is an adventure pilot. She does Volbiv flying there in all kinds of places in Europe. She's currently in New Zealand, and she's running to get better connection. She was having some connection problems at the house with the internet, and so she took off down the street to somewhere where she can get some connection. And so we're waiting on her. And while we're waiting, we've got just a couple things that wanted to mention, and just want to say thanks for everybody for a great year. We're in 2020. 2019 was great fun. 2020 is going to be even better. So glad that everybody's logging in and watching the show. Really just want to give a real big shout out to all the Patreon supporters that have been supporting the show. You guys, you made the show amazing in 2019. So appreciate your investment. I was thinking about, we come here every week and we always have a good time. But the main thing is that we come here and we learn something, that we can be better pilots, and that we can take it to the next level, and that we can protect our sites and keep people safe. And so your investment, when you invest in that, in this show, you're investing in people's safety, your safety, and the future of the sport. And so really appreciate everybody who's passionate like I am about this sport and about taking it to the next level. So really appreciate everybody. Also want to give a quick shout out to all the sponsors. Appreciate the sponsors of the show. You guys have been awesome. Nebraska PPG, really appreciate Josh Bowden and his group. He has a school. Go check them out. There's a website link in the description. Also want to encourage you to go check out some of the other websites and some of the other schools. Fly My PPG in Michigan, great school. Mike Cotter, he has a great team of people to help you to learn how to fly if you're in that area. Also, Kevin and his team, they have a great place. The website, by the way, for Fly My PPG is flymyppg.com. Go check out their website. Kevin's, his school is in Indiana, and that's iflyindiana.com. Go check out their website. And I know that they're signing people up already. As soon as this last batch of snow blows through, they're going to be training again. I know some places in Florida are training year round, so that's pretty cool. Show's also brought to you by paramotorprops.com. That's One Up Paragliding. They are a sponsor of the show, and they have a great school as well. Go check them out and check out that website if you're interested. If you accidentally blow up a prop and you need to buy one quick and you want a good deal, that's where you can go and find one. And thought that was pretty cool. One of the sponsors, the actual first sponsor of the show, Larry from ParaOrangeProducts.com. Go check out his website. He has the grandeur of all websites because he has everything. If you want to buy motors, I'm pretty sure you can get what you want to buy a trike. Go check out his website. There's all kinds of cool stuff. He's selling wings, and it just started off with him and his wife making some stuff that people needed. It was like windsocks and stuff sacks. So if you have any questions for him, he's with us. Larry's got all the answers for you, and then you can reach out to him also on paraorangeproducts.com. Show's also brought to you by Tri-State Skywalkers. Brandon McCloud has an organization there with and a flying club, and he was talking to me in the beginning when we first started the show, and he helped us out quite a bit to get the show off the ground. And he was like, "Hey man, I want to sponsor the show," and I'm wearing one of his shirts tonight. But he's got this idea to create flying clubs to keep people accountable, and I thought that is brilliant. So he made shirts, and he's got a flying club. And so if you're a part of a flying club, or you're interested in what it's going to take to start a flying club, reach out to Brandon McCloud, and maybe you're in his area, you can join their flying club. But I really like what they're doing over there. So appreciate them. Show's also brought to you by PPG Smoke. PPGsmoke.com is the website. Ryan Roberts is the guy who runs that whole outfit, and he's a neighbor of mine and a friend, and we go flying together all the time, or when we can. And anyways, he donated a bunch of stuff to the show. If this is the first time that you're watching, he donated like $10,000 worth of equipment. I did some rough math. It might even be more than that, because he donated 52 units, but depending on whatever you decided to get, if you win, it could be more. I think those floats are even more expensive than the original thing. But anyways, he's got all kinds of stuff on his website. Go check them out. And eventually, I think at the end of the month, we're going to do another giveaway. We're going to keep giving stuff away. He wants to keep on advertising for the ppgsmoke.com. So pretty awesome. He's a really cool guy. Go check out his website. Yeah. Mom says, thank you, Ryan Roberts. Mom really likes Ryan Roberts because my brother's name is Ryan and I'm Robert. It's easy for her to remember Ryan Roberts. All kinds of people logging in. Really appreciate everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We made it to 2020. You're joined tonight also by Craig Taylor, and he finally made it to the promised land. You're also joined by our friend Sean Navsker. And Larry. How you doing over there, Larry?
Pretty good. I actually wanted to, if we had a minute before your guest joined, if you're like I am, and most of us in the sport, you probably get Sport Flying magazine.
Oh, nice. I don't.
It's excellent magazine. I'll send you the information on it. But this month, there's a great article by Jeff Goen.
Oh, nice.
Everybody's got to read this. I don't care if you have a motor, if you're free flight, you've got to read this article. Jeff writes a great article every time this comes out, but this one really hits home. And I really suggest, if you have the magazine, go to the back section. That's where our para stuff is. If you don't have the magazine, great item to subscribe to. It has great information for PPC, PPG, a lot of sports flying. But this time, Jeff has outdone himself. Jeff Goen.
Nice. It's funny. I saw a post of his today, and he's poking his head out of the front of Southwest Airlines airplane, and it looks like it's about 3,000 or 4,000 feet in the air. Did you see that?
I've seen that before, and I asked him one day, "You weren't really doing that, were you?" He said, "No, that was." He said, "No, I wasn't. Yeah, it was Photoshop." I know the photo you're speaking of, though. Yeah. But he does this is a great article, and we all find ourselves in that position, putting our backs to the corner. So it's good to read that if you can.
I was thinking about inviting him on the show, see if he can come on in the next couple of weeks. Cause it's been a while since we had a Jeff Goen show. Yeah.
I don't think he was at the flying this week. I was only there for a half a day. I actually didn't stay all day, but I don't know if he popped up there or not. And actually at Denellen, one of the big announcements is that the Aviators opened up another school up there. Building looks great. Sign went up. So had a chance to meet Eric Fairwell. He stopped by. So kudos to Aviators, another school right here in Florida.
How far away is that from Aviator?
From the original school, I would say, well, if you're Eric Fairwell and have a plane, probably 35 minutes. But if you're like the rest of us slobs, I guess it's about hour and a half, an hour, 45-minute drive.
Nice.
So, yeah, building looks beautiful. It got it all painted up. So we wish him a lot of luck.
Have I been missing it? I remember this video Fairwell made and said, "I'm starting this new adventure and I'm going to bring you along." And then I didn't see any videos.
Yeah, I know what you're speaking of, and I haven't seen them either. But I have to be honest, I will harass him when I see him, because I do see him quite often. But I know myself, like a lot of us, I don't have the time to watch all the videos I used to.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate to say it. I mean, I haven't seen a Tucker video. The bag lady watches them more than I do, and she doesn't even know how to fly.
She fills you in.
Well, she tells me, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" I'm like, I don't have time. So,
that's great.
But I don't know. I remember when Eric announced that, but I didn't I haven't seen anything. Like then again, I've not been up to snuff on watching my YouTube and all that other stuff lately. So somebody's joining.
Yeah, somebody just logged in. Let's see if she's making the connection. So she
How you liking Florida, Craig?
It's fantastic.
Well, we could tell one thing: you got crap internet where you are.
Kinga, you made it. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi. Is it?
Let's see. Let me see if I can unmute her. Unmute.
Oh my God! What an adventure!
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna work.
There it goes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it works.
Okay, let's try just audio for just a second.
Oh wow. Okay, stop video.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I turned off the video. Can you hear me better?
I can hear you. Yes.
I can hear you too, so I will turn on the video again.
Try it. Okay.
How is it now? My God. Sorry, guys. I mean, I live on the island in Pacific. You know, it's like things like this are like they don't happen on daily basis.
Oh, the internet turns off, or gets
on and off.
Oh.
And just middle. And this is what happens when you live in the middle of nowhere. So yeah. So now I'm in a library in the closest town, but apparently it's also not very good.
How far away? Is that far from your house?
15K from my place.
So you just drove like a crazy person over there.
Yeah. And then try to sort it out because normally I don't do it. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, I hope it will work.
Yes. Okay. We'll give it a shot. Let's see if we can get it going. I've already gave the introduction. There's a link in the description for her Instagram if you want to follow her and you want to sort through some of her pictures. She has great adventures all the time. You'll really enjoy it. Kinga is one of the top sports class in paragliding. You're not going to meet many like her. She competed in the RedBull X-Alps, and she on a regular basis is flying vol biv. And if you don't know what that is, that's camp flying, and it's free flight camp flying. It is one of the greatest sports, I think, in the world. And she's really capitalized and has figured out a way to compete in a very difficult sport. And she does it at a very high class. I have some great questions for you. First, at what point, because we've already done a show, please go back and look at the first episode that we did with Kinga. At what point did you decide to compete in paragliding?
I guess I'm not very competitive by nature. So competitions were more of a way to learn and fly next to some better and more challenge yourself more. Because once I went through the challenge. Yeah.
Go. No, I'm sorry.
Can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, that's perfect because I'm over stressed today after all these adventures. Okay, so I guess competitions is just, I mean, everybody keep hitting into competition. It's such a great way to learn. Flying cross country and the same way. It's a great way to broaden your horizon of what you can actually do in the mountains and the way of how you can fly. Because when you are alone in the mountains, it's very of talent about it last when I was here, when you invite me to your talk. It's always going beyond your comfort zone, but in different aspects. While you're alone, so you have to take responsibility for every single decision and have a big margin of safety, and you know that you can rely on yourself, etc. But in a competition, you can push yourself outside your comfort zone in a very different way. You have all the safety net and other athletes around showing you the way, more or less, let's say. But on the other hand, you can really, with all this network and all this safety net, you can really push farther and maybe find conditions that normally you would really think twice or three times before getting. But keep talking, if not, you'll just tell me, no, we can't hear you. So
let's try something.
I'll just keep talking, even if I'm talking to myself.
Can you turn off the video, because it's just frozen? I want to see if the audio will come through better without the visual.
Yeah, probably it will, because it just said that the connection is unstable. Again, it's open Wi-Fi, so.
Got it.
Yeah. Sorry, my fault. I really didn't expect that my internet will just, break down today. Just today. In the past, but never in this kind of crucial moment. I have a talk, and no, it's not gonna work. It's live. We're all super excited. Let's go for it. No, it's not working.
Yeah, it's okay. That's what makes our show great. We're so chill. We're not worried about it at all. So we're just glad that you're here, and we'll do another show and as soon as you're ready.
No I can problem. See you at least, yeah. It's always.
And we have pictures. We can search the internet while you're talking for pictures of you. There's a couple other questions I have for you. One is, talk to us about the phone call that you got from the RedBull X-Alps, and how did that go, and what was your emotions when you got that invite to compete?
Actually, you don't really get a phone call. You get an email, and of course, I applied, and you apply way before they really announce who qualified. So I applied, so I kind of was looking forward to hear if it happened or not. But to be honest, I mean, let's be honest, RedBull X-Alps is huge. I've been flying for like just a few years, and not even 5 years when I applied for X-Alps, rather 4 years. And I knew that I wasn't really ready. You know what I mean? I knew it's too big. But again, if it's not too big, if it doesn't scare you, what's the point of even dreaming it? So yeah, let's apply and we'll see what's gonna happen. And then they announced the result, the list of athletes in October. October is my time for Himalayas. So I basically came back from a little camping for a little vol bivouac in Himalayas, and I was alone. And I came back to Bilbiling, and I was so into another space that actually, as much as I was waiting for this announcement, I actually didn't even think about it. I forgot about it. And then it's quite a community every year in October in Bilbiling. If you haven't been there, you should put it on your list. It's an awesome place to be. Beautiful mountains and great flying and great community from pilots from all around the world in Himachal Pradesh, in Indian Himalayas. So anyway, I came back to Bilbiling, to the village, and people started congratulating me, and it was super exciting. And then I also felt, oh wow, what have I done? What was I thinking? They're some of the best world champions, multiple world champion record holders. They're some of the most badass adventurers in our sport. So that will be quite a challenge. So somehow too scared to think about this. I was like, yeah, I will think about it later when I come back to New Zealand. I will just enjoy Himalayas for now. And then at some point I had to start thinking about seriously because the logistics behind it, it's massive. I mean, it's not only, of course, you need to prepare physically really well, and you have to prepare all the logistics, but team, sponsors, logistics behind it, it's huge. And I also wasn't really aware that it's so huge. So again, a lot of lessons on the way of preparation. I was the most afraid probably I was that I wouldn't keep up with other pilots flying wise because of my, relatively short experience and mountain flying. But actually that went surprisingly well. Also physically, I'm happy with the way I was prepared, but there was so many other mistakes that I didn't. We just, obviously, I think like most of people who do it on the fair, most of athletes who shared with me their impressions, who did it for the first time, there's so many mistakes about like how to brief your team, how to prepare logistically, how there's so many aspects of it. And as long as first days, wow, okay, sorry, it's like I sound pharmacy now. It's interesting, this whole dynamics of this chat. I completely disappeared. Now there's like everyone's in some different circumstances, in different time zone and different environment. It's really cool. That's a shame. That's a shame I'm not there, kind of more visually. But anyway, so anyway, you need to, I guess you need to stop me when I start talking, because I keep talking and talking. You just ask me about how was it to learn that I will participate, and I'm already halfway through the race. So I guess guys, you need to kind of stop me sometimes.
That's why I love having you on the show. It makes it so easy for my job. I just ask one question and then you can talk. I love it. There's a huge delay, by the way, between here and New Zealand. So it's like a 5 seconds. Because it's got to go around the world.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So answering your question, it was super thrilling. There've been only a few women who ever participated in this race. I knew that it's so far outside of my comfort zone as I can imagine, about pressure and competing and competing with some athletes that are just way beyond what I can understand about the mountains and experience in the mountains. So it was super thrilling, and at the same time it was super scary. And then at the end, it was both. I mean, now I also think the same after like half a year after. I think, yeah, it was super cool. I did it and I wasn't ready at all. So I guess this is the best sum up of all this experience.
So I want to ask you a question about a certain part in the race where you were hiding from one of the other guys that was very close to you. Can you take us back to that?
Hiding? Was I hiding?
I was following you on during the X-Alps, and at one point there was a couple guys that were very close to you, and I'm not sure if it was you, but it was the person that was flying with you, and maybe it was him that was hiding from you. And then later on, you guys talked and you found out each other's strategy or something like that.
I'm not actually quite sure what you are talking about now. It was so intense, 10 days of full on adventures and racing, but hiding. No.
I'll have to go back. There was some. I could be mixing you up with.
There's someone make a mistake.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what. I'll have to go back. I was thinking that it was you and the person that you were flying close to.
Because usually in the race, it's not so much hiding. I think it's rather. I mean, not everybody. Some athletes are really picky and really try to be, even if you are hiking the road in an obvious direction, they want to be this 100 meters in front of you, you know, even if it's the same pace and everything, they won't hike with you. But this is really sharing. And I, you know, I was like, I don't know, on the second day, for example, Tom the Dodlo told me that he's going to hike this mountain, not the other mountain that some other athletes hiked. And, you know, just to give me a heads up that if I'm wondering what to do, maybe I will climb the same mountain to take off. That's which was really cool. Yeah. So I think it's rather like this. It's less hiding and more camaraderie, because have done it more, be more focused on racing others, why I was more focused on the adventure, you know, like, oh, I'm here racing X-Alps, so the cool adventure. And maybe I should have been more like, yeah, like jogging the road to beat this guy just in front, you know. I should have, and the next time, if I ever had an opportunity, for sure I would be more in it. But again, everything was so new and so overwhelming that I was like, you know, I was slightly overwhelmed all this time, to be honest. But I would rather say that most of the half of this racing is racing with others, and half of this racing is racing with weather, tiredness, fatigue, and your own limitations. So I want to think, and I approach it like this, that if you can rather help someone else, then just rather support it. It's a better strategy and the long run. Yeah.
So we've got the connection got really bad, and you're chopped up pretty bad.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I think maybe we'll try another time, because apparently the technology really doesn't cooperate today.
Yeah, let's
so I'm really sorry for it, guys.
No, that's okay. Let's set it up, and I will message you on Instagram. Please go check out Kinga's Instagram. Follow her. We'll have a different show. We'll follow up, and we're gonna shift gears. Kyle Lowe's with us tonight. Welcome.
What's up, guys?
He's at work right now, but we reeled him in. I sent an invite, and he took the bait, so he's here. And Kinga, I will get a hold of you very soon. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about asking you a bunch more questions, because I'm absolutely I'm proud of you, and I'm so excited of what you've been able to accomplish in the sport. And I was cheering for you the whole time, and excited for what you're going to do in the next in 2 years from now when you do it again. And I think it's just great that you're just a great leader and a great representation of the sport.
Thank you. That's super sweet. And yeah, all the best, guys. Thanks for invitation. Sorry for the technology, and yeah, for my sorry.
No
what
worries.
Can I say? Sorry, it's embarrassing, but this is what sometimes happens. And I like in X-Alps, you can predict every problem that will happen on the way, and you just need to let it go and keep going, keep doing your stuff. We'll come back to it. And yeah, much love. Thank you for your kind words, and I hope to talk to you another time. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Okay. See you, Kinga. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, dang, man, I guess the show's over. Gosh.
Fun.
I was really looking forward to hearing what she had to say, because
I heard about 40% of it.
That competition, that was a serious competition there. Like,
did y'all watch I mean, some of y'all probably watched the live tracking, but like there was a documentary, like a YouTube thing that come out afterward.
Yep.
I guess it wasn't too long ago. I checked that out the other day, I think.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was about an hour long, I believe. Of course, it was only like a few of the guys in the lead or something, but I know she was in there, and they mentioned most everybody that was in the competition. But
that was a cool video.
It'd be hard to make a dang video about that, because everybody's spread out so far. I mean, how do you? You know, who do you follow? Where do you go?
Well, what
basically
they did,
just kind of they did a pretty good job. They had helicopters out there chasing them around and stuff. Red Bull did.
Yeah, the each of the guys had their own GoPros. And I
Yeah.
was wondering, I was like, why aren't we seeing any footage? I didn't see very much footage afterwards. And it was because those were GoPros that the sponsor said, hey, you're going to film for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, turn this on. When you
Yeah,
go.
turn this on.
Here's a few more ounces to carry.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
hard. It's hard to video in free fly. I've tried. I know, you know. I mean, you turn it on before you go, and basically, if it's set up in there, it's fine. But if you
Yeah.
try to fiddle with cameras while you're wrangling thermals, man, like
Oh,
I
yeah.
could, you could shoot yourself in the foot pretty quick doing that. You know?
Yeah. Just the reach to turn. I have to be in a turn, and
Yeah.
my brake's down here, and I'll geek.
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
sometimes I don't want to let go to do
no,
anything.
especially when it's really spicy. You don't want to take your hands off.
Exactly.
You feel like the second that you take your hand off a toggle to do something, you're gonna take a
It
collapse.
never fails. Every time,
Yeah.
every time I let go, I hit something that's like, wow,
Yep.
that wasn't bad.
That's when I'm coming back from El Cap to go to Blossom Launch, and I pull my phone out and do those videos that I do.
Yeah.
It's always right then. I'm like, please don't collapse. I'll land right there in that guy's backyard.
In the gap, you know, when you
Yeah.
push out. Yep. Yep.
It's such a
that's it.
long walk.
Oh man. No, it's been raining here all day, literally.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's ugly. It was
Cold?
ugly at work too, man. We had employees dropping like flies. I was the only pharmacist. 2nd of January. One of our ladies at the register had like a blood pressure event, passed out, had to call the ambulance up here.
From work?
Yeah, they took her off. So it was
Oh man.
I was getting brutalized for most of the day, and set up here after work. I was fiddling around with some videos, and I realized, oh, that Paragliding Talk's on. I got my computer right here.
Paraglidingtalk.com. And you have good internet over there.
I do.
That's
This is
important.
different than at home. Am I coming in clearly
it's
to everybody?
crystal clear. Yeah.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Well, yeah, we got like 50 megs a second going on up here.
Yeah.
We're
better
all
than mine.
jealous.
I should move the green screen here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh,
So
you know, I see it's kind of like trying to do, I guess I've got it set on green screen. I see where it's trying to make me, like it's got some stuff showing where the lights are and the shelves and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that pretend pharmacy, it looks real, man.
The
It's
pretend
an excellent,
I wonder
yeah, that is an excellent green screen, man. I don't know how you got such a great one, but yeah, you spent some top dollar on that.
Works out
I do
pretty
have
good.
an announcement to make. We're going to give something away. Actually, we're at the half an hour mark, so we'll give something away. Are we spinning the wheel, Sean?
I believe we are, because
All right.
you know what? I've been taking everybody's name so patiently.
So
I was trying to hear what Kinga was saying, but it was really rough at times, and I feel bad because the internet, you know, out there is just, you could hear the wind blowing.
I know.
That wind, that's gonna affect everything.
So check this out. Let me
hang on here. I'll stop my share. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So what we have here is this is the sticker that we're going to give away. It's a pretty big sticker, I think. Looks big in the picture. I support 20 vets in Resurgence PPG in 2020. So there's this whole campaign to get 20 vets off the ground this year, 2020. So I support 20 in 2020. You're going to get a sticker. And so spin the wheel. We're going to give that away. And go to Resurgence website, resurgenceppg.com, and support them. Maybe you got, maybe you can afford $20, little quick $20 donation. I mean, we just spent all kinds of money on Christmas. I think we can drop a little gift to Resurgence. Maybe you can do something big, but supporting our vets, no brainer, instant. When I found out about Resurgence PPG, I was so stoked. I'm like, that is genius. And there's so much, you know, it's just, that's something. These guys laid their lives down. They may not have been wounded. They may not have, taken fire or actually, I have some friends here in Myanmar, and these guys, they were just itching to deploy. And it wasn't so they could get some bonus or something like that. They did it because they cared about our country so much. They said, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to put myself in a position to make my life count. And these guys legit put their life on the line. They may not have got the call to go overseas. They may have not got the call to go and fight, but they said, I'm willing to do it. And, but anyways, if you're in the military, I really appreciate your investment in the country and making our country great and doing, you know, serving a country, man. That's it. That's what you do. It's a no-brainer. And anyways, sorry if I go on my tangent. I'm passionate about that. Resurgence PPG is a great organization, and so they're doing some big stuff. Go check that out.
I think it's time that we introduce a new spin to the show. We'll call it Robert's Rant.
Robert's Rant.
All right, here we go.
No rant. This is
here we go. We got everybody.
Country.
We got everybody's name in here, and I don't know how I do it, but I did. Here we go. We're spinning, y'all.
You serve your country.
I like soldiers. They're fun.
Heck yeah.
009 to 090.
9 to 90.
That's a programmer.
Congratulations, 009 to 090 or 009 to 090.
Or it could be 009 or
or 9 to 9 or Udi 9.
Definitely zeros. Definitely zeros.
Udi Niner to Udi Niner Udi.
Maybe he can tell us what that really is.
Yeah. Tell us in the chat. Oh, there we go.
I used to call them alts. 009.
Yeah, I told you he was a programmer. He goes, yeah, I won. I'm a programmer. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations.
So the weather ever clear up in San Diego?
The weather did clear up. It was actually really good flying yesterday. However, my Jeep is broke down.
Ooh.
So I've been spending day after day trying to fix the Jeep.
I thought you were going to say walking up Blossom.
I should. I actually.
I know how that feels.
The first day I went and flew when I shouldn't have. I should have been working on the Jeep, and it was such a good day. There was huge cumies popping everywhere. And I'm oh my gosh, I have to fly. We went. I did have a great flight. I will say that. But there was one guy who's like the local magic man. He's been on the show, Ryan Bloom, and he found this one thermal and went to cloud base and disappeared, and all of us were just stuck at launch for the whole day. But it had great potential.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I should have been working on the Jeep, and I still haven't figured it out. I need somebody to help me. I just need somebody to come and fix it.
Is it the motor or like the?
I think it's the last thing I'm going to try. I think it's the ECM, the computer.
Hey.
So I've done everything else, and I know how to check voltages. I've got a meter. I can check sensors. Every video of everything that you want to do is on YouTube for these Jeeps. I have a ZJ, or a '98 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and anything you want to do, you can find it. But this Jeep, I did a fuel pump, cam position sensor, crankshaft position sensor, rotor, distributor, cap, wires, brand new battery. I've tested. And then I got towed from downtown. That was $120. So I'm like $400 in, and it's hurting. Is that your ringtone?
Yeah, that's my ringtone.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
I'm into the 80s music.
So the real question that everybody wants to know, are you coming to San Diego again?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up? Are you doing the same time?
I don't know. I don't know the time frame yet.
Oh, okay.
It's coming.
It was decent when you were here last time.
Oh, 6 days in a row of fantasticness. What are you talking about?
I mean,
probably would never get that lucky again.
we didn't get to go XC. That's what I really wanted.
No, which I was learning the Xeno too. I was pretty
Yeah.
fresh on that. Now I've got a whole season behind me on it. So
Yeah.
I'm a little more dialed in. I'll be able to do a little more than what I was doing at that time. So
yeah, I remember that kiting.
in fact, I just
was rough.
retrimmed it. It fell out of trim. I was flying it so much, so I had to retrim
Really?
it. Yeah.
No kidding. How bad was it?
Oh, I mean, just enough to notice. And then
So you just handed it off to somebody?
no,
Or
I
you
did it. Yeah, I did it.
And you've got the weights and all that in the garage?
No, I just let the loops out of the back. It comes with loops already in it because they know it's going to need it. So I just dump the loops and it flies fine again.
How many hours were on it at that point?
35. You're supposed to do it at 20, but I probably had closer to 40 on it. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. I thought it was 50 for some reason.
Well, in the manual, it says at 20, you should check the trim. And then, you know, if it's out of trim, retrim it. And then it's probably good for the next 100. So I think I'm good to go. And I could tell it was flying better too. So I was getting outran by universals. So like something's up here.
Paul Askins is saying that I can try the fuel filter. There is no inline fuel filter. I'm getting fuel. I can smell it when I crank for a while. It's getting fuel, but it's something else.
Check your ground.
Yeah, the ground's good. I check that with the voltmeter.
Are you getting spark?
No spark. That's the problem.
You're not getting spark at all.
And I'm getting some electricity to the coil, which I changed also, by the way.
You did change the coil.
Yep. And I got 10 volts DC coming out of that bad boy. And it goes to the distributor. And then from the distributor, you should be having something sparking. And I'm not getting anything. So I'm completely confounded.
You know, I think I figured it out. You're coming on to a paragliding talk show and asking our expertise.
That's right.
You should be calling a mechanic.
Yeah, I called him today. He's not gonna take it until Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, so Kyle said, I'll be hiking up.
So I finally opened the chat here.
Oh, nice.
Now I can
a whole different world.
I know, man. I know. I'm gone now. I'm no longer paying attention.
I'm sure that hike is a lot easier when you know you're going to fly back down, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It's really bad when you fly down and then you look back up and everybody's skying out. Oh. And I've done it a few times where they're like, hey, looks good, you should go. And I'm really impatient. And so I'm like, yeah, I can't be standing up here for a long time. I'm gonna send it. If I deck out, I'm just, I'll hike back up, but I'll be the test dummy, go and fly. And then just a little too soon. Oh, that's rough.
So what y'all doing for your New Year? Do y'all do New Year's resolutions? Is anybody into that?
I did.
That jive, because I said no sugar for 90 days, not for the year, but I just said for 90 days. Yeah.
No sugar? How are you going to do that?
Well, I've been doing it kind of. It's this, you just don't eat anything with sugar in it, basically. It's pretty simple when you think about it.
God.
That's like saying no water.
Yeah, I couldn't have any of those. I couldn't even have the honey ham for New Year's. But I had the bacon and cabbage. That was on the menu.
So Kyle was going through the purge.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Look at him. He's gonna eat a chocolate in front of me.
That is good.
Ouch.
Make me drool in my own mouth here. Yeah. That's right. That's right. I've got to
have any other snacks.
And I tell you what happened. I was doing like the diet before New Year's. I've been doing it for like a couple of weeks, kind of easing my way into it.
Sounds so horrible.
It's really not. Once you get past the first week or two, it's actually quite easy. But I got this gift in the mail. It's like this box of candy, and it was this gourmet cookies and chocolate cherries and caramel apples and chocolate and caramel corn and popcorn. And I've just been staring at this thing like, dang, man, this sure does suck that I'm on this diet. Well, New Year's Eve came along and everybody's getting drunked up, and I wasn't going to do any drinking that night. So I was like, man, I wish I could do something. Aha, I've got cookies. So I made a trip up here and I grabbed that gift box that I've been staring at, thinking about for weeks. And man, I ate all of it in one sitting, I think. Just I mean, it was like a pound of sugar. I don't know how many grams of sugar I ate, but it had me like in a coma. I don't know. I'm probably diabetic now. I ate so much in a row. And then I said, I'm just going to quit for like 90 days after that. And day two.
That's what inspired the not eating sugar.
Yeah. Because I went on a binge.
Got it.
One night binge for New Year's Eve. That's what I did. I sat around and ate candy.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think I'm going to do that every New Year. That's quite nice. No hangover in the morning.
Yeah.
Felt great. I felt a little guilty, but I thought, whatever.
I'm sure you got some metformin on those shelves.
Yep, I sure do. But no, it's that's where I'm at with it. Day 2, 88.
Some guys in here said they quit smoking.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, it depends on if you just ran out of baby oil.
Wait, what are we smoking?
We're like, I quit smoking because I ran out of baby oil in my PPG smoke machine.
So how do you free flight guys smoke? How do you do smoke off your free flight machine?
You can do it. You actually, they strap these little smoke deals.
Yeah, the cans. Yeah.
Crack them. That's a good idea.
That's right.
Actually, when they had the memorial for Mike McGuire, Gorilla PPG had the cans in colors, and they set them off as they were flying. I think John Ripman had them as well. They look pretty good.
Yeah, I just vape when I'm up there. I just,
Kyle, didn't you make a video where you had one of those smoke deals? You strapped it to your foot?
No, I've made a bunch of smoke bombs in my days. I may have flown with one or used one for like thermal marking on the ground, maybe. I've done a couple of different things like that. I don't think I've ever put any kind of combustibles when I was like flying, because that stuff can melt your lines and your wings and anything it touches. So, you get like an explosion and it throws some burning hot whatever at 2,000 degrees. You might kill yourself with something like that. So I really, as crazy as I am, I try to keep it safe when I'm flying. So no combustibles on the paragliders. So, Roman candles.
The guy soaked his wing in gas.
Oh yeah, hit it with a flare gun and then
and
then had to deploy his reserve. Yeah, that looked crazy.
That's what we needed. We need a Kylo soaked in gas of wing video.
Somebody actually did that.
Yeah. It was a skydiver, right?
Yeah, it was a skydive, dude.
Oh.
He did a cutaway
for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Hope so.
Did a cutaway. Did a burn away.
Still a pretty dynamic move. I can't say the word. Can't say the word I want to say. It'll cost me $10. But
yeah, it is a video that will intimidate you a little bit. You never want to get your wing wet with gas and then try to fly.
I would shoot it with a flare gun.
Troy Hardiman, I think.
Because that thing went up so fast when he hit it with that flare.
Yeah,
it was like whoo, gone. It was gone, man. It was like a cartoon.
Kerosene?
No, he probably had gasoline on it. Kerosene doesn't actually go up that quick.
What is it that is super flammable? I know
gasoline.
My gasoline's pretty flammable.
The lower the octane, the more.
Yeah.
You know what I find surprising, Kyle? That on my machine I have to use avgas LL100.
Yeah.
Which looks like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it smells good too.
And it doesn't smell like gas. It's not a bad aroma. Yeah. Sometimes I forget the can in the garage, and I'm like, oh, bag lady's gonna go nuts if she smells that. But then, oh wait, you don't even smell that,
The smell of lead poisoning.
Yeah. And it looks like Kool-Aid, That's how you know right away if you got the right gas. If it doesn't look like blue Kool-Aid, you got the wrong gas.
So you want to pick two-stroke oil that mixes a different color, because it looks mixed already if you put blue oil in it.
Yeah.
Like, did I mix this already? I don't know. might get in trouble sometime.
I fortunately don't fly a two-stroke, so I
there
don't
you
have
go.
to worry about that stuff.
There you go. That's cool.
But I am looking at a two-stroke right now. I've got my eye on one. So
Two strokes are nice for paramotors. I mean, that's the best we got right now.
well, I want to
if
get
you want
something a little,
wheels,
something a
that's
little,
different.
yeah. But I still want to get something smaller. One of my problems is when we go to fly-ins, the bag lady won't sleep in the utility trailer. So she makes me bring the travel trailer.
Oh.
She wants a toilet and running water, you know.
Yeah, they
So if I
probably
get
got those plans, like those what would you call it, like the Holiday Inn rewards plans or something. You could just
I can't stand
drop
the
her off
hotels.
and then
Yeah, right.
no, drop her off at the hotel, and then you come sleep on the dirt with the rest of us at the fly-ins.
So Kyle, you don't realize who wears the pants in this house and controls the checkbook. I'm looking to we've got a product that I'm going to get one for stock, not for me. As the bag lady knows, it's just for stock.
That's right.
With I'm thinking of a Polini 250 on the hybrid cruiser we sell. This way I can fold that, put it in the back of the pickup truck, and put the Polini on the back of the our travel trailer with our waterproof cover, naturally. And I can still fly at the fly-ins now.
Heck yeah.
I just watched that Troy Hardiman video. Todd dropped a link in the description. By the way, I sent out a couple more invites. Check your email.
So I crashed a paramotor last week.
Yes, I'm so glad you said that. Please tell me what happened, because I know nothing.
Oh, it was like the lamest crash ever, man. I just I was missing a tree, dodging a tree after 7 attempts at a forward launch in 0 wind. Actually, 3 or 4 of them were in a tailwind, it turned out, when I went back and looked. But,
did you film it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got the whole thing. Made a whole video already. The Patreon people already know about it.
You dropped it already? You dropped that video?
Yeah, it's out there on Patreon. Yep.
Oh, man.
It's coming. It's coming. Patience, my friend. You'll see that.
I just laughed when I saw your post.
I had birdies tweeting. I had birdies tweeting on my shoulder telling me about.
Oh man, people blow me up. Are you okay?
Kyle had a paramotor wreck, and I'm like, is it bad? I don't know. And I'm like, this is news to me.
Yeah, it's being real cryptic.
Was there any
post was days since I had a paramotor crash, 0.
Yeah.
The clock started over.
Was there any damage, Kyle? Did you have damage on it?
Yeah, I broke a string and 2 prop tips. That was it.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I know. Like I said, it's kind of lame, but it's technically a crash. So
is it 2 prop tips out of 3?
2, no, out of 2.
Okay.
So the prop.
Yeah.
Was it repairable? Is it repairable?
No, it was an E-prop. I don't even mess with fixing those. The Helix I fix. They'll stand. Probably wouldn't even have caused as much damage. But and you hit anything with an E-prop and it's done. It just breaks the end off, and they're so flimsy.
Yeah.
I don't care for them. I like the Helixes better. But
I'm the one to talk. I have a wooden prop, so.
Yeah, those are pretty easy to fix too.
Real easy to fix.
Yeah.
Real easy to fix. Yeah.
Are they really? No, you guys are being facetious.
No. They're very easy.
No, you just glue them back together and they're ready to go.
You use
really
cornstarch or different powder with crazy glue, and you fill in, clean it out and then fill it in and sand it down. It comes out. I had a prop on my old machine that I repaired. I don't think I ever put the spare one on. I flew it till I sold it with that repaired prop. It was just perfect.
That's what I usually do is I have a brand new one on standby, and I just I fixed as it's good, let's go.
The key is to balance it when you're done.
Oh
that was a 2-blade prop, so it's pretty easy to balance. And believe it or not, you spray it with varnish, and that's enough weight where you can get it nice and level. Or put a sticker on it. You don't need much to it.
I do that every now and then too. Put a sticker. That's like the final touch when I need it balanced. Is okay.
So let me ask you a question. How do you balance a prop?
If you don't have a balancer, the simplest way is if you need some kind of dowel or rod, I put it on my vise and this is for a 2-blade prop, put it on there, and you can see which side is heavy and which side is not.
And make sure it's level. Make sure it's level.
If you don't know that, you shouldn't be flying. But the right way to do it is to get a balancer, almost like the old-fashioned tire balancers they used to use on cars in the 60s and 70s. They sell a kit so you can balance it from every different angle. I just do for the weight this way. I really can't do much on the access, but it works.
I hang mine so that they're sitting flat, and you can.
Okay, you hang it, yeah.
Yeah, you can balance all axes on that, and
yeah,
and get right. So,
and
I've got it adjustable. The fulcrum, I got it so that you can go up or down based on different props.
Do you drill out and put a piece of lead in there if you have to? Is that how you do it?
No, generally, by the time I get them repaired, they're almost balanced. The last 3 or 4 that I did after I did the tip repairs on them, they came out almost perfect. So I just maybe a sticker or something, maybe. And a lot of times I'll sand some off of the other side. Like I'll just remove some off of the side that's heavier, and that tends to do it better than adding something on there. Taking a little off is usually just as good. They may not look as pretty, but they're perfectly balanced. And
you know what I found, Kyle? When they're spinning, they all look the same.
Yeah, exactly. I started painting the tips white because you see the epoxy where they're repaired. I'll take a little spray paint and just paint the tips white. That looks pretty cool, I think.
I'm just saying I like the fact that the 2-stroke motors, it's like you got a Harley on your back and it's like and then you give it the throttle, it's like it's just like flying a Harley, it's great.
I like that.
Well, that's if you have a 2-blade, maybe.
Yeah,
3 blades have kind of a whine to them.
Yeah, it's like motorcycles, it's like what they say, a rice rocket,
A rice.
Yeah.
That's the noise they make.
Yeah.
They don't sound like a Harley, right?
Yeah. I always say that Kawasaki's have that distinct sound to a Harley, to a panhead or something like that. They have a distinct sound.
Oh yeah.
Harley patented their noise.
Yes, and it is. Is it junk? Is it junk? Is it junk? Is it junk?
Yeah.
I never knew that was true.
It's actually pay the price, because every single time that you have to buy a part for it, it's very expensive.
They had the salesman at the Harley place. I went with my mom one time when she was shopping for a Harley Davidson, and the salesman actually told her this. He said, "We've got a saying." He was all proud of it. He said, "You buy a Harley and go with the best. You ride a mile and walk the rest."
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I don't know that I would buy one of those, Mom. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, Kyle, you got a cool mom, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Great. My mom, she doesn't ride Harleys yet.
She cooks better than anything. That's the best part about her. Yeah.
That's an important part of it.
Yeah, she's in
I'm on a diet right now, right?
Dang. No sugar.
That's okay. She can send all the sweets to me.
Yes, like dessert. She's got like 8 desserts.
Excellent.
She's like, "Come over, I'm cooking," and you go over there, and it's like a 9-course meal. You like 3 entrees, 9 sides, 14 desserts, and cookies.
You said she makes the best.
Like, what are you doing? What is this, Mom? I like. Okay.
She makes the best gumbo. You once said.
She makes pretty good gumbo. I'm kind of partial to mine. I like my gumbo.
Oh, really?
Wait, hold on a second. Do you think your gumbo's better than your mom's gumbo?
I like it better than mine. But it's a real personal thing.
What does she say?
Well, I don't know. She usually makes seafood gumbo. Mine's always chicken and sausage, so it could be a preference there. That's my preference. So
I prefer
like mine better because mine's different. It's a different gumbo. And then I don't know. Sometimes I got some that I like better. It depends on what sort of mood I'm in, I guess. But
I just want to know if there's like a battle, like if your mom says, "No, mine's better."
Oh no, I gobble down 3 or 4 bowls of hers, just like I gobble down 3 or 4 bowls of mine. It's not like one's bad and one's good. I just I give the nod to the one that I prefer. So,
dang, that could start a war in some people's houses.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The trick is to have a gumbo-a-thon.
Some people are competitive, you see. I'm not quite so like that. I'm more of a I love it all kind of guy.
Have a gumbo-a-thon where it's a competition, And then when you win the competition, you say, well, that's just because I added the toenails to it. Yeah.
I put a whole squirrel in mine one time. Like
a squirrel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we skinned it, of course.
We gotta have you over.
It was like the full corpse, like his arms and legs and head was still on the
wait
body.
a minute. You eat squirrel?
Yeah. You don't?
I'll try it.
Oh no.
Why?
Do you eat pigeons too?
Squirrel.
I never come across any pigeons.
Oh, you don't get pigeons where you are?
I don't guess so. Maybe occasionally.
Well, what does squirrel taste like?
Like chicken?
Don't tell me chicken.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
tougher.
Like tree
it tastes
rat?
like squirrel. Yeah, tree rat.
I mean, what is it? A gamey taste? Is it a beefy taste? What does it taste like?
No, it's you got to cook it right, like straight up, like an old fat squirrel. They're pretty tough. The meat's real tough. It's not tender, supple
like
meat.
Rabbit.
It's real
like
dense. Rabbit is even less dense than squirrel. Squirrel's it's a real dense meat. You got to cook it for a long time or pressure cook it. Or
you're the first. I've heard people eat it, but you're the first person I met that actually I know that eats squirrel.
Really?
I eat squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
wow.
eaten squirrel for years. Yeah.
I've
had possum. I've had raccoon.
That did it.
We eat meatballs and sausage and pasta. We don't eat squirrel.
Yeah. Squirrel's good.
Wow. We got to have you over, Kyle.
Gumbo.
Hey, Kyle, Jim was asking a little while ago about your toe machine that you built.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even know that you built one. And he asked if you had some pictures that maybe they could.
I made a whole video about it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I think it's called Toe Machine. Like, search it out on my channel. You can probably find it pretty easy.
There it is, Jim CR120.
Yeah.
Made a whole video for you.
The video was kind of the upgrades I did, but there's a lot of detailed information like that I showed in there when I was putting it together, the stuff that was breaking that I was fixing. I built it and then just sort of patched it together for the next 3 years that I operated it. And it finally got to the point that it was breaking like every few toes and I would have to fix something. So I just decided that I was going to do a complete overhaul, and all the stuff that ever gave me trouble, I beefed up, like doubled it. And so now it's running great and I'm having 0 failures.
Nice.
The only thing that's breaking now is the line, basically. So we're right where we need to be with the toe machine. I can focus on the actual flying and training and not, oh my gosh, do I have spare whatever.
How much line do you got?
Over a mile, 5,300 feet.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. I started with 54, but yeah, we lost a little bit here and there over the years. But yeah.
Painted it pretty blue.
Is Robert in trouble?
Yeah, I think so. I think the missus was upset because Kinga's internet connection was kind of jacked up.
What else was it? I saw another question. Yeah, Paragringo asked something about what Anthony. Tell us about Anthony showing up. He was just driving through. I think he was coming from like a family Christmas deal and just happened through my part of the world. So
I saw that picture.
Yeah. He come in here and I think he spent the night in my yard in his RV, and then they left out early. I didn't even see him when he left out, but we hung out for an afternoon and went flying. It actually turned good. We didn't expect that we would go. It was raining the whole day, and he pulled up. It was raining when he pulled up, and literally within like 15 minutes, everything had cleared out. Sun popped out. Birds were chirping. Warmed up a little bit. I was like, man, look at this. We should go flying.
Did you fly?
Yeah, we flew.
Nice.
Strong winds aloft. We didn't go anywhere. We went up and we were stuck. And so
dang.
I made a little video, and then we did some recording in the studio for his podcast. And I made a Kyle School of Paramotor commercial. He was like, "You want to do a commercial?" I was like, "Yeah." So I just did like one take, man. I just did like one take and like, okay, there it is. And so it came out okay, I guess. It was on the Greg Anthony Harris one that he just put up.
It's in the commercials in the video that he just dropped?
In the podcast.
Oh, in the podcast. Oh,
yeah,
okay. I need to go check that out.
Video. Yeah.
Nice.
I ain't even dug out the footage from all that stuff yet, but I did some video while he was there.
I need to make some commercials.
Yeah. I don't know. It may have worked, man. I started getting some hits. Like people started hitting me and like, hey, I'm looking for training. Like, oh, maybe that's something. Maybe marketing is a thing. because I've never actually advertised very much outside of my own YouTube channel, you know, the occasional mention of it. I think it's probably time to make another video about the school. So I might do that sometime soon. Let them know, let the world know. There's a teacher right here. Let the world know. Yep. We'll teach you how to fly good. We know what we're doing over here.
We'll get you in there.
Get you high.
We'll get you high today.
What you want to get high with? Oh, no.
Not that.
Not that.
Not those.
Like for real, naturally high.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we got some scoundrels showing up here. Who is this scoundrel?
I'm sending out invites right now. Oh, Dave Wolf.
Yeah.
Dave Wolf looks like Dave Wolf.
Yeah. Paramotor crazy.
Yep, that must be him.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What's
in
up?
it to win it.
What you doing, David Wolf?
What's up, Mr. Oakley? How you doing?
Ah, man, we sold all the drugs today. Sold out. Bam. January 2nd, busiest day of the year.
Good for you.
Traditionally, it is. I think we actually didn't do as well this year, but thank goodness, because I was alone for most of the day. And if we had broken any records, I would have probably broke my soul.
There's Anthony.
Had my first pee break at 4:15 p.m.
Oh my God.
It was tough. It's tough. There's the Paragringo.
What's up, guys?
It's getting rowdy in here now. Oh my Jesus, help us.
The party just started.
Woohoo.
He's got
I love it.
I figure this is the quickest way to, stardom and fame, buy myself a pharmacy.
Check it out.
Start video tubing. I'm videoing.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
How did you do that? That's pretty quick, too.
That's awesome.
So look here. I glanced down at the chat. I got it stuck somewhere, and it says rabbit, rabbit, squirrel, squirrel, rabbit, squirrel, rabbit. Like everybody's calling out what they like.
It's trapped on that.
Yeah, just where my page was. That's funny.
I'm sending out I sent a couple other invites, and we're going to go to the wonderful after show.
That's right.
If you are a Patreon supporter, you too can join the after show. Just send your invite or send your email in the chat. If you don't mind sharing your email with the whole internet, and we'll put you on the after show.
Y'all got such good Patreon gimmicks. I can't hardly find one. Like what I've just been doing temporarily until I can think of something else is I just take all the videos and dump them immediately onto Patreon. Like as soon as I make them, there's probably 15 of them on there that aren't out yet. And then I'm just taking like 2 or 3 and putting them each week onto the YouTube channel and making them public. But for now, all the Patreon people are getting everything as it gets made. I'm not hiding any of them.
Did you guys
doing exclusive content? It felt awkward doing exclusive content for a handful of people, even though they're paying, and that's great. But
I like seeing it first.
Oh yeah. Overall, like the feedback that I got was, we don't really care what you do. We just keep doing what you do. That's why we're here anyway. So
yeah.
So I felt like I was kind of maybe shorting some people by keeping stuff completely private or just Patreon, but. I don't know, man. It just felt disgenuine, I guess. But anyway, I like to throw it all out there.
The only problem I have is you have so much content. I'll like a week later, I'll see the same video and I'm so confused. I think I saw this already. Having deja vu all over again.
Yep. Yeah, and then the live feeds. I'm gonna try to do some live feeds while I'm flying, but I did a test with it yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday out at the airport. And it was so bad of a connection. It was super grainy. When I actually got into the air, it worked out pretty good. But on the ground, it was so choppy and ugly. I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. Rowdy ass day. It was like a 10-minute flight. 15 minutes to get ready to fly while the camera's like hanging down by my leg, filming the reserve handle. Pretty lame, but it was a test for the microphone to see if the microphone even worked for that. So we're gonna try a few different things, but that's what I'm aiming at, though.
Just got a bunch more people. So thanks for watching. Appreciate all the sponsors. Thank you guys. I Fly Indiana, Tri-State Skywalkers, ppgsmoke.com, Pear Orange Products, Fly My PPG, Resurgence PPG, Nebraska PPG, paramotorprops.com. Appreciate all you guys. We're going to go to the next show. I'm going to try to, I'm going to reach out to Mr. Goen, see if he'll come and do a show here in the next couple weeks or so. And we'll get Kinga back on and we'll pick her brain. Have your questions ready. And if you're watching this in the after effect, leave a comment and let me know what you want to see. Maybe somebody that you're thinking about you want to have on the show that you would like to pick their brain. We're going to go to the after show. Thanks again for watching. If I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in there. Have a good night. Thanks for watching, guys.